Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome into Zelda Speedruns. Today we've got the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament Swiss Round 4 race between Ta909 and Paratroopa. Tracking and commentating today is Mirai, so I'm going to hand it over to him. Enjoy the race, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another Z2R race. These are happening every day, every night, all week long. There's so many of these, but welcome in for Swiss Round 4, the 1 and 2 matchup. I think I'm just repeating what Golden Devil said. TA909 Para here, these two runners. I would say 1 and 2 is probably a little unheard of. TA, this is his first standard tournament. He was part of the upstarts, but had some close losses, and he was very likely going to have a better record than 1 and 2 right now. Probably wanted to be better than that. Para could be getting her footing. Para, I think, doesn't play a lot in the off season, and so when it's tournament time, I think Para just kind of uses the tournament Swiss rounds to just kind of de-rust, and so we'll see here. Para also not playing with the Simon Belmont spread. I'm pointing this out every time I can, simply because Para normally known for the Simon Belmont sprout, but I think having problems with their sprites, and should probably ask her if she wants Simon back. Anyway, the countdown has begun. Excited for this here. There's more races tonight after this one as well, so if you want more Z2R, there will be more. Here we go. One runner going out left, one runner going out right. What do we have? A Caldera with a required pass-through out. Could be Mountainous, but my money's on Caldera with a required. This is Heart Container Cave. It's got to have the boots in it, so we can get across that lake out of start. That's amazing. I thought this was gonna be like a required pass, for like Parappa Cave pass through to get out of here. Anyway, money's on the boots. There they are. And the Battle of the A's, apparently. TA got the 4 A's, and Para's got the 8 A's. Yeah, my money's still on Caldera. Cave to the east there immediately. Looks, I'm not sure what that was on the east. Trophy Cave as well right next door. Moa up front. Are we going to take care of it before we go down? Both of our runners saying no. TA tried to, but the Moa escaped him. There it is, kind of trolling him. It's going up high. Both of them up high. Heart and Trophy Cave. Probably just going to up and out of here anyway. A little dangerous to walk out with that Moa flying around. What do we have next here? We've got a town and another south-facing cave. What is this? This is a very rocky Caldera. I'm still sticking with Caldera here. My money is still on Caldera. There it is, one-sided Caldera. I did not even see the town sign on Rudo there, but this is Fairy Town. Okay. Just mark Fairy down for both of them. I doubt they're going to up and A before they get it. Yeah, very fast-paced start here. These runners wanting a win here. Someone's going to get it for sure, but a lot to do in the beginning. Again, that eastern cave, or that cave that takes us to the east. Someone might head east early. We might be forced to go east early because one-sided Caldera might be segmented. We'll get more information on that in just another minute here as we got to get out of Raro and see more of this map. Something. I didn't see that. We'll see it on TA side. Rebo. Magic jar. So magic container in P3. Wow, what is this, dude? GP. Okay. And south is gonna. Is this a pass-through? This is Jump Cave. Okay. So I'm going to say that other cave up there is also another pass-through. So our final pass-through is going to be on the other side. I'm going to say we have a segmented... We have really nowhere else to go. Para, walk a little bit further south. Is there anything south of Rudo there? I don't think so. I think we're forced east. And this could be a river canyon. TA stuck in an encounter here. Para off to the east first. Pass-through. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Okay. There could be still stuff down there, though, so we might need to go down there with Jumper Fairy at some point in the future. Just a lot of pass-throughs. We're at the bottom side here, seeing a raft tile as well. Cave to the maze. Para's going to do it. Wow, everyone is just absolutely flying. What a fast-paced start here. This is the things that make you absolutely crazy or can make you crazy as a runner. It's like, what do you do? What do you do, right? You've got the whole east to look around. It's essentially free with boots because it's a river canyon. And then you've got the maze. So the maze only has 2 items. And is it going to be a key? Is it going to be a required spell item? Is it going to be a jar and a heart? You know, is it going to be nothing you need right now while your opponent finds other stuff on the east? I don't know. TA is also going to check out the maze as well. No, he's not. He's going to back it out. Okay, so Para's going to show us stuff here. If she can get to it, she will be able to because the boots are give us access to everything in the maze if there was any problems. Orange Lizalfo and its original vanilla spot here. There's a pass-through to possibly nothing, but possibly something hiding over there. Also saw there was P2 or P5. Finally a level up here. I guess that's the second level up. Just a P bag, see what I mean? $500, nice to find early on, but not a huge game changer. You're looking, if you're digging maze this early, you're really looking for something good. Although there are 500 points bags in the drop pool as TA sees it there. Yeah, so he's going to level up as well. 223 for Para and 223 for TA. Para going to stick around and try to find the second item. We've got a desert tile here on TA side. Free desert tile. What do we got? Magic key, that's what you're hoping to find. There's a town. Old Kasuto, kind of sketchy at these levels. Goes in for it. Fire, we're going to grab it. We're going to grab it. Maybe there's a glove on the maze, though. That could be pretty big for Para. Or, again, like a required spell item. The 500-point bag didn't really help us too much. So, Fairy 76, I'm finally getting the cost there. So, yeah, P2... Very, very hot pink P2 on the maze there. Always fun to look at those really bright palette colors. Those are a lot of fun to dig. And of course, P5 then out on the eastern side of our river canyon there in the south. Jump into Runia. Child going to be blocking our jump spell today. Fire could also be linked to jump. It's linked to one of our other 7 spells in this flag set. Free water tile just chilling here. We're going to grab it. Almost look like a bridge going north. Medicine, okay. Let's get this tracker up to date here. Yeah, that is a bridge going north. Is that going to take us to the other side of the west? I don't know. Is Para going to go in on this? Oh, makes the jump. Okay. 5 containers to get into the basement. What? I totally missed what spell this was. This is going to be Thunder. Okay. Yeah, what is on this maze? The maze is kind of looking like it's not a great payout right now. Oh, grab it. Oh, got it. 80 for Thunder right now. It's always nice to see it a little bit lower early on. That just means we can cast it as long as we get 1 more magic container, which is pretty much guaranteed to be found at some point in the seed. This is a terrible drop that Para is going to last location out here. This second spike tile, the second item on the maze we're looking for here. We're missing 1 other town. Could be boulder blocked right there. It is the other side of the west, is that bridge. There's sunken P-Bag Cave as well. We got a forest tile. I don't think we saw 3-eyed rock. That means we got a little bit more exploration to do on the west side of the river canyon in the east there. Always gonna do some grinding here. I didn't see how much he was worth. 150, 300. Oh, okay, just 100. Okay. Oh, we got another one. Yeah, Para didn't go in on the blue Lizalfo on the maze, so we don't know. On a sliver of health, though. Gonna get a life level there for TA. Lifing up, okay. Yeah, where is the second drop for Para, man? This is not proving all that useful here. Again, glove could be big. Child for jump, I guess. Well, fairy is castable, so maybe fairy's not castable, so maybe a magic container right this moment. Blue Lizalfo there in the cave. Candle for TA. Probably wanted to see something a little bit better. Para getting 2 of these guys. put together here. $100 each. Nicely done. A third one. Wow, okay, great. Too bad they're not worth 300 though. They could be worth 300 in this flag set. Random shuffled experience amounts there. A key in the drop pool. I'm not really sure we're loving that right now. I mean, it's fine, but, you know, life in Nibiru. And a heart. See, a heart in a bag for all that time on the maze. Ugh, feels terrible. So 1 and 5 and a mystery palace on the east here. Again, 2 on the maze. GP on the west. Para's probably going to get out. Honestly, the fastest way out of here is to just up an A, isn't it? Just up an A, go south, hit the bridge, and get back to the east. Rather than deal with these encounters. Unless we've got some 1-ups that we want to keep. Extra lives. I'm not sure we've seen any extra lives. TA looking for Risen. He finds it. So that's everything. Yeah, we don't have any blocks, right? Oh, we're taking this one key into... Oh, do we have a castable ferry? We might have a castable ferry at Magic 3. We may have it down from 76. What do we have in Risen? Glove. Well, right now, this is all turning up TA. This is pretty big. This is a pretty nice starter kit. 10 minutes in. Magic key. Glove. Doesn't have a castable ferry yet. But will soon enough, assuming that it does come down at Magic 3 there, because Para is in this palace. That is going to get him a downstab technique there, because he's got access to the west side. He's got access to the east side of the west. He may also just come across some... Or is it castable at Magic 2? It must be castable at Magic 2. But that must have just been a 76 Magic 1. These runners are too fast for me. I'm a boomer these days. I'm pretty much just a consultant. So, consultant, tracker, commentary, restreamer. That's what I do these days. So if any of you with kids with a good vision can see how much that fairy cast is, let me, yeah, triple retired on the brink of quadruple retirement as well. Wow, that, okay. Another key, all right. Hoping to see a dripper here. Nothing. Dripping, stingy drippers. There's another one down here. Unfortunately, there is no small item. There's no small item in this particular dead-end room. Mago drippers for Para. Are we sticking around to see how much those suckers are worth? At the very last moment she sees it. $500 for a Mago. I think we're going to do a little grinding here. So right now, TA could see the same thing. Palaces 1, 2, and 5 are going to share, if there's a dripper, they're going to share the Mago. Whereas 3, 4, and 6 will not. But, yeah, if TA doesn't see a dripper in 1, he won't know. He won't know that they were dripping here. Might not even see a dripper anywhere else on the path anywhere else, right? So, dripper's never guaranteed. It just happens to be that this room has a dripper. It was rolled Mago, and Magos have rolled maximum in this flag set. TA, unable to make any progress in that, P1, getting trolled by that one room. Iron Knuckles and whatnot. Probably going to be trying to get downstab over here. Para might be here for a minute, so we'll just hang out. We'll just watch the levels. I didn't see what was in Saria because I'm not paying attention. I'm just watching the experience roll up over here on Para's side. I mean, this is... Even if you lose, you're just like, I found 500-point Mago drippers 10 minutes in, so... Yeah, while you were slumming it up and finding all the progression items, I was level 777 by 18 minutes into this game. Trophy for whatever was in Rudo. I'm sorry, Shield in Rudo. TA wants that bag. Could be a 500. We're looking at some sub-pixel manipulation there. I make that up, but I feel that it's akin to something like that. Gets it, and it's 200. Yeah, slumming it up with your 200 and 500 point bags while I'm just printing money over here with my Mago drippers, says Para. All right, we're going to kill an Iron Knuckle here. This 3-6, yeah, 4-6-6, dude. This is ridiculous. Fairy 34 at Magic 6. Okay, still only one cast of it. There's our grass tile. This is going to be Medicine Cave, and the other cave there to the west was our caldera. Also boots locked, it looks like, but not a big, it has no bearing because we simply got the boots 1 minute into the game. All right, trophy child here for TA, fully loaded up on the spell items here. That is going to get him jump. I don't think we're going to walk it back right now to get jump. I think we're just going to worry about finding... Oh, yeah, we have a castable... I keep forgetting we have a castable fairy at this magic level. Grass tile coming up. Heart in 2. $50 for the red Dairas. Yeah, Para hitting the gold mine for levels here. Or for experience. And that thing just kept dripping blue as well. There were so many Magos coming out of that thing. It was ridiculous. You don't have that luck necessarily. Like the first time that she was in there, there was nothing was she was standing there, nothing was dripping, right? Nothing was dripping, and so that you're getting trolled by the dripper. It's not giving you what you want, and then all of a sudden something lines up with the RNG timers in the game, and all of a sudden blue just keeps dripping like crazy. So is Mito down here, or is it actually through Jump Cave on the west side? The thing is, if TA gets enough resources before he hits the maze up, it's entirely possible that he just doesn't care about the items there. He's got all the progression items he needs at this point. I guess we don't know where Reflect. Reflect must be. Well, I guess it could be in Mito. He didn't write down the spell that was in Saria. All right, what do we have here in... did we not place the gem in 2? Did we hit a glove block in 2? What happened in 2? We are out of 2. Did I miss an entire helmet head fight and a gem being placed? I mean, I'm on my 3rd race today, so glove block. Okay, that makes perfect sense. That's really the only thing that would keep us out of there, so that makes sense. So anyway, Para's going to find a glove here, I think, in Risen? Because Sunken was a candle, I think. Or was it water candle? Regardless, candle's over here somewhere as well. All right, we're going back into 1 for TA. This leaves between Caldera and Death Valley. We have 4 and the other 36. The other 3-6 Palace and Palace 4, I believe. We have 1 and 5 outside of Death Valley on the east. We have 2 on the maze. We have 3/6 outside of the Caldera, as well as GP outside of the Caldera in the west. So yeah, okay. So that's good for Para. Kind of wishing maybe you just cleared the eastern continent first, because there's easy stuff over there. Nice Death Valley. Nice little 2 lava tile Death Valley to get into the cave there. Kind of hidden. Kind of hidden. Not sure if Para saw that, but I did catch it on the edge of your screen. Coming into Bruru. This is going to be life. Yeah, no downstab. You're seeing that We have to be a little bit more careful on TA side. We don't have all the levels and all the free 500-point Mago Drippers that Para had. Yeah, this certainly does change how good the maze dig was for Para, because these early levels really helped. I mean, it's not going to be too long till TA's there, and if he finds a Dripper, if there's a Dripper that exists in 1, you know, he will probably farm it for a moment. We know that even in 2, while Para farmed in a dead end, there was another Dripper on a kind of a breakable block bridge room, and so those, if he sees it, if he stops to check, he'll you know, he might grind at that point in time as well. All right, item room for TA, medicine pickup previously for Para. Don't know what the item is in P1 here. Magic container, nice find. As much as I've missed Saria here. Oh, Saria is spell? Looks like Saria is spell. Yeah, so that does mean that Mito is in fact... Okay, small diversion here for a moment. Have to take care of... just something real quick. All right, first gem down for TA, 21 minutes in. Okay, where we're going to next, we're probably going to take Jump Cave down south, get to Mito, get Reflect, and get ourselves downstab. Or also go to Rudo. Oh, no Rudo? Yeah, we're going to grab Shield. Yeah, if I missed anything here, just yell at me. I've got trackers on these runners here so I can look at things that I've potentially missed on their side. Okay. Everything is good here. Para did grab the trophy. Okay. That's funny. Neither runner has the trophy track for themselves, even though I knew that TA had picked it up. He doesn't have it tracked, and Para doesn't have it tracked on her own tracker either. Oh, here we go. Oh, there it is. Okay, came out of Magic Container Cave. Gotcha. Yep. All right, through Jump Cave we're going. Is Para going to go into the Caldera to scope it out here? No. I was going to say, if it's 4, we don't have Reflect on Parasite, so kind of a gamble. All right, there's Mito all by itself. What a wild set of just this early layout in this Western continent. This is so great. These randomized overworlds, I know they can frustrate some runners. I think any game that has a randomized overworld can frustrate any runner, but it's always interesting to see how the randomizer can just spit out some craziness at times. Usually the calderas, while they have the middle inactive volcanic lake section, the left, the west and the east, or the north and the south of the lake itself is usually pretty open. But today we had a bunch of pass-throughs and kind of a rocky start. That lake that we had to cross over right away, that was all pretty interesting. A Wild West indeed. And there's our reflect pickup as well. TA in a great spot here. Just information-wise, Para doing the same thing. Yeah, unfortunately, Para unable to place the gem in 2, but so we'll have to go back to the maze and P2 and whatnot. What is TA going to do next? He's over on the east here. He might be headed back to the maze. He's looking into that cave there. One of these caves is the maze. I think it's this north-facing one. Yeah, so just a bag and just a heart for him here, though. So not big payoffs. I think we got a double cast a fairy there accidentally. Which means you're going to have to walk it. Okay, I thought Para keeps toying with that cave right there. I mean, if you just want to know where P4 is at, that's fine. If you're going to like up an A at this point and, you know, go back to Mito and whatnot. Looks like we've got red gorillas as our spell enemy in the outside world. Is that accurate? There's TA's P bag. So this will get Para into the basement. I'm going to pre-mark Thunder here. Probably not going to forget to get that. Heart in the basement. TA could not get that. That was 5 containers or something? Yeah, 5 containers to get in. And Para also has the spell out of Saria, so... Yeah, we're going to get the full check, I think. I don't really know what else we could need at this point. Containers, probably the best thing to get. Para doesn't know the desert tile has the magic key on it, but I assume she's probably going to go check it out. TA going to go left in this P2 if he sticks around in the dripper room coming up. It's got to drip blue for him to see it, though. Here it is. Do you stick around? He's sticking around. Oh, it's going to troll him. Is he going to get out of here? He's just going to thunder it down. Okay, what are we doing? Are we grinding some 500-point Magos? We are, but it's also 27 minutes into this. I mean, you have no idea that your opponent was here, you know, at the 10, 11, 12-minute mark doing this. But it's hard to pass this up. I'm so sorry. What did we miss in the Spell Tower Cross? Okay. I just really wanted to see if TA was going to get a kill on one of these Magos or just leave the room. All right, Para into Naburu. Just kidding. Probably still looking for this desert tile. Also looking for, yeah, Sunken. Also missing Sunken P-Bag Cave. Yeah, TA not going to spend nearly as much time there. He doesn't need, like, at Magic, you know, at low levels, it's 500 points is a lot more lucrative. It's worth it. At this point, it's kind of time to go. You know, you got 5 more gems to place. You're going to get 5 more free levels at a minimum. You got 500-point P-Bags out there as well. Fairy is already this cheap. We are going to get jump on Parasite as well as upstab. These are all things that TA will likely do as well, so it's just kind of a back and forth. Para's already been into this too. Hopefully she remembers where to go to get through the glove block. I don't know if there were multiple options. It's possible that there were, and Para just saw a glove block and opted to just GTFO for the time being. There's the heart in P2. Yeah, but again, if the glove block is the only way, TA is already equipped to handle that. Man, that attack 4. Oof, I might have, I don't know. I might have stuck around those Mago Drippers to just see if we could get an attack 5. This attack 4 is a little sketch. Yeah, so an item cave and a desert tile for Para left on the east. Desert tile is a nice, easy little check. Here it is. It's going to be the key. Okay, dead end for TA, I think. Turned it around. Going to up an A. Getting the fire spell. I don't know if we ever confirmed anything with fire. Oh, is it Fire Fairy? That's what it is. That's why it's so cheap on TA side at Magic 5. Okay. Well, that does change things. That makes a lot of rooms pretty easy. Especially when you've got the key. There is the glove block. Okay, especially when you have the key, you have no concern with keeping your magic points up, at least not until GP. Okay, we are going to go into the Caldera on Parasite. Again, this is going to be either opposite 3-6, whichever one is not outside the Caldera there, just to the east of where we walk in here. Or it's going to be P4, and we don't have Reflect, so this could be kind of a wasted trip for Para. TA has found and dispatched Helmet Head here. Second gem going to be placed sub 32. All the homework is done at this point, essentially. Oh, what? I'm sorry, was that P4? Is that why we're backing out of the Caldera? It is incredible how you look away for 3 whole seconds. 3 full seconds you look away and you miss the palaces. So, yeah, we're going to say... Yeah, on Para's tracker, she has 4 marked on the west there. So, 4, 3/6, and GP. And then 2 on the maze, 1, 5, and the other 3/6, the opposite 3/6 that isn't on the west, is going to be in Death Valley. All right, TA off of the maze. Going into P5. No P5 just yet. It's pretty easy to get back to this P5. It's not too far from start. You can probably get back here with 0 encounters, so... Shield pickup for Para. Here's old Kastuto. Okay, never mind. Oh, he's looking for Darunia to get jump and upstab here, probably. Or did we get upstab already? Whatever. We're going to at least turn in the child here. Nope, getting upstab now. So Para is like, well, it's got to be down there, so let's go back to this jump cave, head down there. Para's got the medicine. Para's fully equipped, ready to turn that in. That'll be the reflect spell. That'll be downstab. And then both runners are going to be duking it out in palaces, although TA does have 2 gems down already. So the time that separates them may just be the early dig for Para into the maze. And then, of course, whatever time was spent in P2. Yeah, here is our Death Valley today. Very, very stubby. Little stubby Death Valley tail there. This will tell TA where P4 is. And we don't know whether this is 3 or 6 yet. Nobody went into the other 3-6 that's on the west. So this will be our first palace ID of the 2. And we do need the glove to get in. All right, I'm going to pre-mark reflect for Para here. Going to get down step, going to get reflect, and going to be out of here. And back to the east, and then probably back to the other side of the west, although Para might just go, with the knowledge of 4, might just go into the into Death Valley. And that's assuming she saw it again. I saw it for the first time on her map on the very edge, but if you're not looking there as the runner, you very easily miss such a short, small little Death Valley. So it's possible it doesn't have the full read on it just yet, but in a canyon, it's guaranteed to be on one of the mountain ranges that border the map. Did we see a window in one of those previous rooms? I feel like there was a window back there that I missed. If not, we're still looking. Well, if it's P3, we've got a vanilla P3 room inside of it. I think Para's just missing the last cave, but really, 35 minutes in, you've got everything you need. It's kind of time to just go, I think. Really depends on how comfortable you are, but, 1 and 2. No. Yes, 1 and 2. And you really want to get that win, you might have to play a little bit more aggressive. Here's the item room in this palace. We've done a lot of commentary today, folks. I might have some seed bleed. Was it Rebo with the raft? Not sure if we had a hint for that. No, it was Rebo with a magic container, it seems like, according to Para's tracker. So this is P6, presumably. I don't even know where the raft tile's at, to be honest with you. We must have seen it. Oh, was it there on the south side of the east? I think it was south side of the east there. And that's going to be DM. I don't think we're going to DM today. Oh, we have looped back around to start for TA. Did we have a left at this drop? Or just an opposite direction that we had available? Oh no, it was just a forced left, okay. Pair back in this P2. Probably going to come back up to the top and just go right. I think that was the answer on TA side. Indeed it was. Immediately just one room over from the glove block. That's a nice set of green curtains. We didn't comment on that earlier. We joked about the bubblegum pink palace color, but these are good curtains. Yeah, bubblegum for the palace and apple. Nice solid green apple flavor for the curtains. Here it is, first gem for Para, 38 minutes in. Oh, I am getting a little sinking on the dashboard here. I'm going to refresh. Okay, let's hope everything is back to normal. Para is about to leave the maze. TA is in a room with raw heads. Takes a death from a Doom Knocker there. Yeah, see, Para... okay, we're going to do one first, I think. Yeah, one. The Death Valley is just west of her current position. Yeah, one was, I mean, one is usually always straightforward, but I think if we just follow the rights when we get back to the elevator, there's an elevator coming up. The right, I think, takes us to the item room, which is the magic container, so if Para does want it, it's not a bad find. Otherwise, I think Horsehead is going to be left of that elevator that's eventually going to appear here on this path going left. Yeah, this should be the elevator room here. Yeah, I have not really gotten a good look at the 6. But we've been in here for a moment. There's not too bad of an item room, but the raft is not going to give us much of anything. Yeah, Para headed right. I think it's 1 or 2 more rooms is going to be our item room. All right, well, Para teleported into the spot behind the horse on my side. I think we're getting some resyncing here. Did pick up the magic container there. Last life for TA here. Yeah, this is what... Yeah, apologies, I could walk you people through here. We're gonna pass through. I think there's a bit of increased latency on, or just wildly varying latency on TA's side, causing a bit of hiccups with the restream here. But he's about to walk into an elevator room here, T-junction door on the right-hand side. We haven't been through here just yet. At least I don't think so. Or maybe he's looped around or walking back or something. But just over 3 hearts out of his total 6, and this is where it gets a little nerve-wracking. If you do find Barba at this point, you know, without having it up in A, if this is his last available path, this will lead to Barba, and you know, don't mess up on Barba, because that's a game over. Here it is. Here's Barba's room. What is he gonna do? Oh, he's so close to this 1800 experience. Okay, here's Horsehead for Para. Thunders down the enemy, gets the life level. Still, the death may be a thing that happens here. Here it is, second gem down for Para as TA walks into Barba's room here. Attack 4 for TA. We did see attack 4 on Parasite earlier. We kind of made a comment that it looked like it could have been better. It seems like we've seen better attack 4s in some seeds. So this attack 4, if Barba's a little beefy, could take a moment, and then it comes down to like stamina, right? The stamina, what's your staying power? Can you keep the rhythm? Don't get hit by the fire, you know, all this stuff. This is going to be P3 for Para here. my signal is a little sketchy on my side as well. But oh boy, oh my God, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a game over on a Barba that I don't know how deep is into this palace. That is rough. That's exactly what I'm talking about, though. Tournament race on the restream. You know, everyone's watching. No matter how like stone cold you might be, no matter how, you know, how able to keep it together you can be. It happens, man. It happens. One little slip up, you're on your last life. You know you're on your last life. Oh boy, this is rough. I was going to say this is already a rough P6, so Para's probably going to have the same problems in this P6 as TA has, but now TA's got to walk it again all the way back to Barba. Now, maybe there's not that long of a path. Maybe there's an easier path, and it just seems long because he has been in here for several minutes, right? But we're kind of watching it now. We're like 4 rooms in at this point, 4 or 5 rooms in. And so we can kind of pay attention and kind of count this, these rooms as we go through this. This was pretty far into the beginning of this. So this is about 5 rooms in, we'll say. No, you can't ferry that. Yeah, he's got some words. There are some choice words being said. We have a Rebo blocked item room here in 3. Para's best bet here is this is going to be another container, but oh no, it is a container. That's right, because we have the hint. Yeah, I mean, this is what Para needs to even this out. Para's going to get this magic container, knows it's a magic container. I assume TA does as well. He has it marked off with an X, so probably not going to grab it. Not an X like he's gathered it, but an X like he just doesn't need it. It's, I don't think it's too bad here. He just goes right. Yeah, it's one more room over. So still, I guess we should have noted the time when he started over to know how long it took to get back. I mean, at least, I'd say, you know, at least 2 minutes, if not 3. And then this fight, right? The fight was long to begin with. This attack 4. And Barba just seems to have maybe a little bit more health than 100%. Bosses can roll plus or minus 50% of their health. And if it's above 100, you can't see the bars. It's only 8 bar max on the vanilla UI there. Oh boy, we're just slicing through the dragon. This is also another thing though that gets you going, right? You get really upset that you take the game over this deep into 6, this far into 6, and now you start playing a little, you know, a little more aggressive. You're a little bit more upset. It absolutely affects your game. Another set of green apple curtains here. Yeah, that's a Tech 5 for Para here. Probably doing a lot better. Wow, that's a really nice rebo for Para. Oof, almost. Got the kill there for both of them. Okay, so we are tied up at 3 gems. 2 of those are the same. P3 not too bad. We're going to go into 4, though, on Para's side first. I believe this is attack 5 for TA. Yes, it is. Yeah, he's got to walk it. I mean, this is not a big deal, though. This is... There's literally 2 tiles of Death Valley here. So, Death Valley River. So, yeah, he's out of there. He's going to walk it up to P3 and then do P4 and then come back and do P5. Whereas Para's probably going to do P5, then go into P6 and up and out of there and then hit up GP. Item room in 4 immediately. Para opting not to grab that except turning around, realizing, wait a minute. Is it our 8th container? It is not. This is our first look at 4 as well. So Karak could be close to start. He could be far from start. We do know, I think this is this right for TA. I think this is going to take him to the item room. Again, we'll see if he digs it. Like I said, he does have it marked off as if he doesn't want it. Wow, so we have, as typical 4 is, we've got some options on where to go. Have yet to see if this is just a hold right palace or not. Another elevator junction here. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is yeah, this is an elevator for Para. Yeah, we got a down and right to check here. I think I can see why Para up and 8 out of this item room. If this is the correct, if I'm remembering this correctly in P3, this item room is right here. Yeah, I can see why Para up and 8, because it does seem like it was closer to start than not. And TA just does not want that container. Okay. Yeah, we will see if that comes into play later. I don't know. I don't have another read on Thunder at Magic 6. Again, it was 80 when we first got it. But if it doesn't come down, then that's going to be 5 bars of magic. Even if it stays in the 70s, you're pretty much looking at just a 5-bar requirement. It's not like you're going to be able to cast, like, you know, Fairy. If you cast Fairy, you cast Shield or something, and it eats through too much magic, then it's essentially that you've burned through your, just burned through too much of your magic. But we have found Rebanek here on TA side, and we found Karak on Para's side. This is hot right here. We don't have any idea what P5 looks like, but we do know what P6 looks like. And I'll be honest, if Para just follows that right, man, that actually just leads to Barba. I think TA might have been trying to take some lefts in 6. Then again, he went down an elevator and kind of got distracted by what was the item room, right? I think that's what happened. And then he followed the right out of the item room, and that led him down all the wrong directions. I think if you just ignore that item room, or at a minimum, grab the item and then come back up at the elevator and go right, that's the answer. That could be a pretty easy P6, but I mean, P6s are huge. We saw TA in there forever. So, all right, Para back to the west here at start. Gonna hit the cave to the east. Hopefully do P5. P5 to P6 is gonna be the better play here, yeah. There's the item for TA in 4. It is just gonna be the flute. We're probably not picking this up either. Item in 5 in the same exact room. G Randomizer. Can you pick a different item room? We saw this in a race from yesterday. Hammer. Nope, we don't want the hammer. Saw this yesterday in a race that was got a vodcast last night. Like 4 out of 6 palaces had exactly the same item room. And it wasn't like a vanilla item room. It was one of the community rooms like what we had just seen here. Again, this is our, yeah, Para showed us the first look at 4 and the first look at 5 here. Have we been linear in this 5 up to this point? I think we have been. There it is, the Fire Fairy cast. The moment you take some damage, just cast Fire Fairy and forget about the rest. TA really can't just burn through all of his magic though here, because he's looking for, he's looking for Karak, and he's going to need some reflect cast as well, or he's going to need at least 1 reflect cast. Yeah, this was a dead end, and so Para did back it up and go up and right. All right, I junction in P5, which is going to stay up and right. Another elevator room. I think this was Karok's elevator, perhaps? If not, it's close. Yes, it is. Okay. Wow, that was another elevator shaft for Para. Oh, this looks like a loop. TA taking the death there. Got to get the magic back to be able to cast Reflect. All right, we're going down and right on Parasite here. Okay, one more gem for TA. He's got to go into this 5. We don't know where Guma's at right now. There's a bop for Para. Gonna have to redo this room. Luckily, it's not the one with the generators, though. It's just the standard, what would be known as the bots. This would have the bots in it in P3, I believe, is what it is in vanilla. Yeah, this is going to be a dead end here. Para knows it, backs out. I think Para's got that first eye junction back behind her. I don't know how far that is back. It's a little bit of a walk. It's probably a little bit of a walk in either direction, but up in A's. We'll see what TA goes. There is that right away in the palace. I think Para went down and right here. Was there nothing to the first right? Maybe, maybe not. All right, we're going to see a lot of Fire Fairy casts, folks. We're going to be in fairy form about 50% of the time from this point forward. Oh, TA going to go up and right. Okay. I don't know what's up here. Maybe this was an immediate dead end that Para just is opting not to take. Oh, is this right to Guma? Of course it is. Well, Para's going to go back to this I junction that they've got access to. Oh, there's also another elevator shaft split here. Yeah, up and right. Up and right wins the battle once again. Yeah, TA in a phenomenal position here. Would probably be in GP. Man, I don't know. I mean, at a minimum 5 minutes, if not closer to 10. I mean, if Para gets stuck in this 5 and this 6 and GP is short, Para might not even make it into the palace. We are going to wait for this 3730 to count up. Going to be Magic 7. How much is Thunder? I think it's still 80. If it's not 80, it's 60. Yeah, GP just sitting over here on the west. Blue Iron Knuckles is what we get out of our spell today. Raining from the sky. On the dashboard, my time is 57:50 as TA walks in here. He was having some latency issues earlier, so his actual entry time may be a little different. He doesn't have a timer on his stream. King Bot right away. Always fun. Yeah, no junctions at start, so linear to begin with. Yeah, Yeah, here is the I junction for Para. Look at how many rooms that was in to get back to this particular junction here. That took a long time. And there's another one of these rooms in this palace. Wow. Oh, that's where that loops around to. Okay. All right, so Para's got to go back and left. Although I don't think... Oh, you know, I might be thinking of P4. I'm sorry, I might be thinking of P4. I might be mixing up P4 and P5's room right there. All right, going to be an elevator down for TA. This could lead us to a junction. It could just be more linear palace. Shaft. Thunderbird. Okay, well, still no junctions. Forced early Thunderbird here. I always get the range of rooms wrong, but GP in its shortened form can be anywhere between, I believe it is 28 to 40 or 28 to 44 rooms or something like that. So we've seen, what, 6, 7 rooms? This also includes the entrance to the palace, I believe, so... All right, so dead end for Para there. Going back the other way. Man, that's just too bad that if Para had just taken that right away and, you know, would have been in 6 digging around, as bad as we know 6 can be. There's a death for TA on Thunderbird. Yeah, he's going to have some choice words for this. Assuming he even wants to give an interview after all this is over. He doesn't know he's in a great spot, though. This P5 and P6 just giving Para the business in terms of layouts. All right, what does Para have over here? This is an elevator room. Have we seen this already? We have seen this already. I don't know if Para remembers she's got that right at start. Regardless, Thunderbird is down. TA will continue on. Darklink could be in the next junction. Or could be another 30 rooms. We continue down a linear path, though. We've got a modified waffle room here. There's going to be something in the middle in this configuration. Could be bad. It's not. We're going to have another bubble or Moa or King Bot in this waffle. There it is. Oh, and he breaks the block. The one block that would probably shot it to the HUD. Breaks the block and it sneaks through. All right, the GP item room as we call it, or as I call it. This is a junction, though, our first T junction. It turns into an I junction immediately. Takes a hit, 2 deaths, final life here for TA. Again, still in a safe position, but in a race, you're driving yourself crazy with this extra damage. It is going to be the fake out room here. Another one of these waffle rooms. Okay. This one's got Bogos in it. Can be a little trolly. We are going to shield up. Leaves behind a jar, unfortunately, at the top there. Yeah, Para not going to find really anything back here. You know, it's funny. Oh, we have seen the item room. Yeah, we have seen the item room in 5. Keep forgetting that it was right at the start of the palace. Dead end for TA here. Got to back it up. Wow, Para almost getting bopped into the lava there. The skeleton looks like it just kind of hesitated on swinging. TA opting to up an A, though. Several rooms he's going to have to redig just to get back to the first junction. It's a tough call, though. I mean, you've taken 2 deaths already, right? And you're just depleting resources on your final life. So Paris sees the dead end there, pretty unhappy. I think the squatting was an unhappiness squatted, not the let's hope for Mago drips. So here, Paris going to go insane when she realizes it's just 1 room over. After this room, that is just 2 rooms from start, is where Guma actually was. It's infuriating, though. Don't get me wrong. I've had this happen to me as well, where you just don't pick the right 50-50 at start, and then all of a sudden you see the entire palace, and yeah, and then this happens. Pair going in hard here, but has to cast life 1. That is a... Oh, we cast life twice, I think. I was like, there's no way that life spell is refilled that much life, but... yeah, after a 35-minute P5, Pair finally gets Guma down. Again, we are just walking into Thunderbird's room on TA side. That is a hell of a linear dig there at the beginning of this palace. Up and A's are very punishing. Well, Paris still got to do P6 in the valley. This could be fast, but it could also be terrible. And TA has an incredible lead into this great palace. Like, depending on its size, he may have the opportunity to actually full clear this and still just win it. I mean, it's not over till it's over. I mean, full cleared or not, it might take a bunch of damage. There might be some tough rooms to get stuck in. He might take more game overs or whatnot. I don't know. I mean, we're about to see new areas of the palace right now. Oh, we have an offset 4-way junction here. Walking into P6 on Paris side. Another left-right down there. What do we have up at the top? A nothing. Okay. Now this is a little trolly because you can't get away from this this fireball. Not going to check right through the bird. Just going to go down and right. All right. Still new territory. Ooh, gonna ferry and let the bird hit him there. It's a lot of damage. Another left-right. The challenge of mapping out these palaces in your head in real time. Is this a 3-way or is this a 4-way? This is gonna be a 3-way. I think we just saw this. Yeah, this is the original I-junction we first had access to. Well, here's the thing. TA did end up taking a loss. I think it was week 2. Week 1 or week 2 to Dig Shake, where he had a really bad GP layout. And while he was in there first, it did cost him at the end. Now, again, he's got quite the lead in GP right now. Para is 1 room away from Barba, though. So, I don't know. We're new territory as well. Another elevator room we have not seen. With this multi-level left and right. Wow, all of these junctions. Can you keep this straight in your head? It is a skill. It is a skill for sure. And it's something that's quite infuriating or frustrating to new players. This is a loop. Those birds are going to be back. He can't take a hit. Oh, couldn't even get off the screen there. If you can get off the screen before you die, you turn into Zombie Link with 0 health. There is a fairy in this room is what the kicker is if you wanted to actually refill your life. There's a death for Para on Barba. We're going to go up and left here. King Bot. No King Bots, just Mellas. Dead end room for TA, turning it around. Yeah, again, remember, up and A's are quite punishing. It takes like a minute and a half to get back to that junction, if not 2 minutes. He's going to go down and left here. We find ourselves in a pit room. If we're moving left, we have to have an elevator to hit a boss room. Any of these straight pass-through rooms are not going to get us there. Oh, it's the right side of the offset four-way. There's going to be a bird right here, yep. All right, where to next? I think he's got a down and left over here. There's Barbara down for Para. Do you have a down and right and a down and left? Oh, he went down and right. There was another left back here, though. I'm going to have to minimize this race room to make sure that we're not just a little behind on TA in case he finishes. There is a left. Oh, he didn't take either one of these. Oh, he had to have. So he's going to go left here. All right. Here comes Para into GP. We know that the start of this is kind of long, so TA's got a little bit of time before Para can even hit the junction where she has to start making decisions on routing. Yeah, I think this is all nothing over here for TA. What was off to the right? That was a loop, yeah. Yeah, TA up and A's, kind of a head shake, like, I don't know what I'm doing. He's glancing over at the race room. We are side by side as we walk into GP. TA's got a ton of knowledge here. Has Thunderbird down already, won't have to worry about that fight. This is where we might see, you know, the first dig through the palace. Resources get wasted. And so we'll see how Para handles all of these rooms. Yeah, you can see how damaging those birds are. TA just took 2 body hits from that bird, and that's 6. That's, I'm sorry, that's 5 whole bars there. 2.5 bars per hit. It gets bailed out here with the ferry. That might have been strategic. He might have been, you know, aware of that ferry being there. Just taking the damage and go. Yeah, we're just holding right. Para about a half a room behind TA, but still needs to kill Thunderbird. Para also at level 7, attack 7. This will be the elevator down for Para. That will take us to Thunderbird's room. TA is just going to cruise right through. I'm not 100% sure what TA has here at this point. I think we just should pick the original route we took. And it's going to be something along that route that is going to be a left somewhere. Now, Para does have the life spell. And it does heal for, it looked like at least 3. Because Para cast it twice, and it looked like a 6-bar heal, which just isn't a thing that can happen in the rando. 5 max is for the randomizer. Yeah, so what is it if we just hold right here? Where does it take us back to? Para has Thunderbird down. All right, they are in the same room, but different spots of the palace. Yeah, if you don't go high with these Bagos, they will just eat you alive in these waffles here. All right, where's Para gonna go? Yo, dead end for TA. That's what was over here. Wow, that's rough. I completely forgot what was over here. Para not gonna take the ferry block there. It's not really a ferry block though. It's actually just a fake out room. Yeah, Para must feel behind. We're taking a left here. Gonna go up and left. Gets some damage. Oh, gets knocked back. Takes the death. The rope. The rope jumping into the lava. Hitting Para with the fireball. Knocking Para back into the orange bird's range. All the birds are going to do the same damage here. 2.5. Well, Para's at life 8, so it might be a little less on Para's side versus TA side. I think Para thinks she looped. TA about to die, take a death here as well. 2.5 bars at life 8 as well. Okay. So life 8 not better than life 7. Is TA just going to hold left, or is he going to go up and left? Gotta watch out for this orange bird, though. Oh, I think TA just put out a regular fairy cast there for 34. Eating through a little bit of his magic there. Yeah, I don't think this is... I think Para's on the path, because this is a fairy. This is the fairy. This is the 3-level fairy room downstairs. This is a 3-level elevator. Yeah, because that's a dead end. Oh, TA might just be second guessing himself here. I think Para has the path here, but taking a lot of damage. Might end up an Aing. That is a hell of a refill on life, though. I think that might be 5 bars. This is a downstab block. Did we see TA come up an upstab block? Is this? This is Darklink, and this is going to be GG for Para. Wow. What a turn of events. GP routing strikes again. Yeah, I don't know how. I honestly didn't note the difference in times. I feel bad for not noting that. We always note the difference in times when they walk in, and I did not do that for either runner. And there it is, GG for Para. An official racetime.gg, racetime.gg race room time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, 38 seconds. TA with an immediate forfeit. TA going to be declining the interview. I don't blame him in that GP there. That P6 was the source of the beginning, the frustration there. Came out of the gates very, very strong, though. P6, source of frustration. And then that GP just being something of a left, some sort of left comment. I could have swore that TA came down that elevator that Para went up and left in. I could have swore he came down that elevator, so there must have been some other junction I missed. Para will be joining us for an interview. She's in the waiting room. Joined by Para, today's race winner, GG Para. You're going to want to watch this one back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wish I had times here. I feel so bad. It might be just because I've done comms for so many races today. I didn't note when either one of you walked into GP, but TA had many minutes ahead of you into GP.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that's why I went left. Because I spent so much time in 5 forgetting that first room can go right. I just went down past it, past the boss room in 5, thinking, oh, that's just a dead end. That way you can't go right. And like doubled over the rest of the palace for about 10 minutes before going back. So I was like, well, I'm definitely behind, so I have to go left, and I did, and it worked.
Yeah. So recapping from the beginning here. I mean, okay. Well, how about from your perspective? How did your beginning of this seed feel up to like when you were getting the palaces?
Pretty good, except that Maze Island I wasted some time in Maze Island. But from my perspective, I was winning until 5. I felt like I was probably ahead. I got that Mago Dripper in 2, which gave me a nice level up advantage, and I didn't waste that much time looking.
Sorry, you cut out there for a second there, Parrot. It says you didn't waste too much time looking, and then that was it. Have actually lost Para. Yeah, I'm not sure. Still in the room with us here. But Para, if you're talking to me, we cannot hear you. And she's she's back in the waiting room. Para?
Right now?
Check, check. Yes, yes. We could hear you.
Okay, I don't know what happened. That's strange. All I did was leave the room and come back.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just said where you cut out, but now I don't remember.
I was just saying I didn't waste that much time looking for items aside from the Maze Island item, and I didn't get lost, so I felt like I was pretty. I got that Mago Dripper in 2 too. I don't remember if I said that, but that gave me a little advantage on levels. I felt like I was doing pretty well until 5. That's how I felt.
Yeah, so the Mago Dripper was, yes, absolutely. You found that early in 2, and we noticed, we cheered. We were like, wow, you got a big payout. This is where you're just going to sit for a while and get some levels. TA didn't find that till much later, probably 27 minutes or so into the seed when he was in 2. Opted not to, I think he got a level off of it, but at that point he just moved on. So you did have the better levels early on.
At the time, I took it at the time because I didn't have any key or any magic jars, so I was like, I want magic levels, so I'm gonna sit here until I get to magic 6. I think I took life 6 too or whatever, and then I moved on after that. And then any key wasn't hard to get, so that was kind of a bummer for me. I was hoping any key would actually be really hard to find, but yeah, I felt pretty good about it though because I needed fairy casts.
Yeah, so early on, I would say that the maze dig, like you said, wasted time. There was just a heart and a pea bag there, and then P2 having that glove block where the glove was pretty free on the east. You both saw the maze early on. You decided to dig it, of course, and TA did not. He found magic key right away, and then cleared out the other 2 caves. I think it was Candle in his first cave, Glove in the second.
Oh, I didn't find the Candle cave. I kind of assumed it must be through a pass through somewhere.
It was no, he found it pretty
That's
quickly.
really lucky because it could have been the glove cave and I could have missed that one somehow. But I got the glove cave right after I left 2, which I did get glove blocked out of 2, which also wasted a little bit of time. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the we'll call it a failed dig, but a very plentiful in terms of experience dig into. But TA was he was definitely a little bit ahead. He had a terrible 6. This is where things kind of started to equal out here.
Okay, I did have a good 6, fortunately.
Yes. He had a really bad. He must have full cleared 6, and then he game overed on Barba, and then had to walk it back there. His 5 was, however, amazing. So he did the 2-room. Yeah, he did the 2-room 5. So those 2 kind of evened themselves out at that point, but. Yeah, I really wish I knew when. Okay, we have times here. GP entry. TA was in about 12 minutes in the GP before you.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah. I would have been a little bit behind, I think, even if I had done 5 perfectly then. I don't know how much time I lost in 5, actually. It might have been 12 minutes. I was in there for a long time.
Yes. Yeah, there was. I was doing a bad job at recording times here today, but yeah, it took you know where you lost that time there.
Yeah, and I until I lost all that time in 5, I was like, I was gonna be sub-hour into GP with 778 7 magic jars, 8 heart containers, every spell and every key item, and both stabs, which is like about as good as I think I've ever done or seen. It was really fast, except that I had 5, so that didn't come to pass.
Yeah, and you just happen to ultimately God route GP, I would say.
Yeah,
So
basically.
yeah, there's a lot of GP out there.
There was I went past. Did you notice that there was a? I went left and then past a room that looked like I had looped back, but it actually didn't.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really weird. I was like, okay. I was almost about to go right out of that the top elevator that went up to the duplicate room that I guess must have been a different room. But then it's like, no, I guess I'll go back down and left because I think there's another way to go left. But then it didn't go to the room I was expecting. I was like, okay, I guess I'll keep going left from here, and that ended up being it. So I really think that going left or right in GP is kind of a wash actually, because you go right because you think, well, it could be Dark Link at any given right, but usually if you go left, you end up going right eventually anyway. So I just took the route that I thought that TA wouldn't take.
Yeah, he was down that route. I'll be honest. I thought. I guess there was so much GP out there that I couldn't even keep it straight in my own head.
Mm-hmm.
He had definitely seen several routes, twice, if not 3 times, and he just couldn't piece that last little bit together. Again, having the 12-minute lead in there, but you never had to up an A. Whereas, however, you did get a taste of that initial dig into GP. It's like 9 rooms or something, 10 rooms before you finally see a junction, right? So every up and A he would do.
Long.
Yeah, every up and A he would do, he'd have to recover all that ground again to get to the first junction to then make a decision on where to go. And so it was really punishing. And he did, I want to say he did 2 up and A's. One of them might have been, one of them was early post Thunderbird dig where he was on his last life. And then I think he up and A'd at least one more time beyond that because he hit a dead end and was just wanted to start over. And so, yeah, I had made a comment that said that I think TA was into GP when you were still in 5 and before 6 even. And I was like, I think TA may actually have enough time to full clear this GP before Para gets in here, unless it's like a really bad GP. And it happened to be a really bad GP, and the equalizer, the great equalizers, they say, struck again. So
yeah, it's one of those unideal GPs where there aren't many rooms before Thunderbird, but there's a bit of time before Thunderbird. You know what I mean? Because it's linear, so it takes a while before you get to Thunderbird, but you don't have that many rooms cleared, so they're all backloaded into the Dark Link section, and so resetting means you have to spend a lot of time getting back, but you have the most possible rooms at the end of that backtrack. It's just like frustrating. And that's what I was hoping for, basically. I was just like, okay, well, just go here, just go left and see what happens.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, well played otherwise. There was
yeah, everything went well except for 5, basically.
Yeah. Again, I don't really have much. I mean, it was pretty easy. I mean, it was kind of an interesting start there, but then you got the boots, and then there was a River Canyon East, and that was essentially free at that point. And Maze Island was pretty open, other than the time wasted there.
The only tricky thing was Mido being on the other side of Jump Cave.
Yeah.
That was the only weird thing. But everything else in the overworld was very standard and simple. But yeah, it was pretty simple to do everything here. So there wasn't really a whole lot of time to lose, which I kind of made me a little bit nervous. Cause like, well, I'm gonna fall behind TA if any of these dungeons go bad. But I guess it all turned out.
Yeah, absolutely. So going just 2-2, right? This is the 1-2 match. So you're 2-2 now, going into week 5. Big question in everyone's mind: where's Simon Belmont?
I installed the new version of the randomizer, and then I think I must have moved it to a different folder or something, and it's not finding the sprites, and I keep forgetting to go fix it. I'll have to fix it for next week. I think it's just a matter of finding the right directory, because I think it's different now. It works in a different way, where the sprites are in a different directory or something.
Yeah,
So it was. I went to change it to Simon. It just has Link, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Did they remove it? No, I just gotta go fix it.
Yeah, there's a directory called sprites that's in the subfolder within the installation folder,
That
and
must be it.
yeah, it'll just have the whole list of everything in there.
Yeah, I'll go back and change it for next week.
Yeah, we were wondering. I've been wondering. I don't
No, I like Simon's hitbox. I mean, it's the same hitbox. I just like the visual representation of it. The whip feels very I don't know. I feel like I know exactly where the hitbox is going to be, so I really like it.
Yeah,
I just like Simon.
I was just wondering if playing. I know you had said you can play with Link, but I was just wondering if not having Simon was affecting any gameplay up to this point.
Nah.
No. Okay.
I mean, we've all played Zelda 2, vanilla enough times that
Yeah.
I'm fine with Link. I know how Link's hitbox works, but I had gotten used to Simon's. So that was a little bit sad, but.
All right, Para. Well, any final thoughts on the race today, tournament, your record, moving forward, anything?
Not really. I feel like I've been kind of sloppy this tournament, but I just need to not. This overworld isn't kind to me, so that one okay. But 2-2 is fine. Just gotta try my best next week.
All right. Well, GG today, and good luck moving forward in the tournament.
Thanks for commentary.
Absolutely. Golden Devil, all yours.
Yep. All right. GG's to Para and TA. Thanks again to Mirai for both commentating and tracking. I don't know yet if we have a restreamer for them, but there are some more Z2R races tonight, tomorrow, Friday, maybe also on Saturday. There's a lot of Z2R going on, so keep a lookout. And we're going to go right over to ZSR2, where they're doing a Link to the Past randomizer race. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good night.